episode of the Quis and Reese show. We got a super special fucking.
We gotta find a way to include you. I know that.
No. We gotta keep acting like he's not here. We got my boy StephSos in the building. Steph Vito.
Yes,
who
sir.
is Vito? Steph Cat Knot.
Cat Knot. You can't forget about the Cat Knot. Jordan card.
Shit. No soul. I might have a box.
See the white bottom.
You
Replacement boxes.
To the pandemic. Pandemic started in March. I stopped in April.
I was about to say, because I had seen you during the pandemic. I was like, you so small.
Yeah, bro. It was just on some like, I don't know. Cause you gotta remember, I was what's the shit called? I was working at Trader Joe's long story short. Like we ain't getting no job, like time off, none of that. So I was just in there stressing. And then, you know, it's white oriented. That George Floyd shit was going on. I'm just like, yeah, bro, I'm not even about to I don't know, bro.
Trader Joe's is OD. I didn't even know you worked at Trader Joe's.
That shit is bread over there. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Yeah, because you know what it is?
That's the best grocery store to go to.
Everywhere, everything in there is at least $15.
Yeah.
Just because it's organic.
And it's private too. That's a private company in the South, so they
pay high.
Yeah, they pay that bread.
You're right. That's yo.
Yo, can I see something to pick this up?
I got you. Had it.
It's plugged in.
Yeah, it's on, nigga.
Everybody. Mine's on too, right?
Yeah,
That should be fine.
Yeah, everyone's on.
Right.
This nigga had damn. Fuck it. I don't. Nah, he's not using. He just don't want to just leave it on my carpet.
Having it get pushed into the carpet and shit. Like, yeah.
Well, I ain't gonna lie. I'm so fucking hungry. Let me just take a bite of this and then.
Do your thing.
And oh damn, now I fucked up. Drop mad lettuce on.
See? I don't feel bad no more. Yo, can you just drop that?
Yeah, got some weird ass turkey.
What that's from?
It's probably plain turkey.
That's Z's?
Nah, this is
You know that deli across the street from BJ? You know, across the street from BJ got the time.
Yeah, I never been there before. I know exactly what deli you're talking about though.
I'll be going there sometime.
That just means there's somebody who needed that way more than me.
You don't be fucking with Smith Street?
That's real.
I just went to Smith Street. I just got back with Smith Street.
Telling him like,
that's real eats.
Nah, facts. Smith Street good as hell.
The best BLT you could grab on the island, in my opinion.
I believe it.
Can I say something like this is gonna be like way off topic and everything, but
Yeah.
like Smith Street was like the first time I actually noticed I had a problem with like social anxiety. Like I went there one day, and this is before I actually was like able to like take care of myself the way I take care of myself now. Where I went in there and I don't know what it is, like I just got so uncomfortable and like I knew I didn't even like really have enough money to be eating it like out at the time.
Cause that shit bread too. That's like bacon, egg, and cheese, $2.50 down the block. That shit $4.50.
Nigga, that's just like $7.
It really
That's
is.
Smith Street.
$7 at Smith Street.
I believe it.
Them shits is like $6.99 for the most
brolic,
entry level sandwich.
Yeah, that shit brolic.
That shit brolic. That shit fresh. That lettuce is crisp.
Yeah,
Like,
this shit look
bro, you when you go to the deli, you got to go to lettuce, you be tight.
Yeah, word.
Yeah, OD.
Yo, it's funny too. Let me say something, Big Reese, cause I remember we was in summer school, bro. Like, and you know, same shit, bro. Niggas don't got bread. You feel me? We in the high. We want the bev. nigga. Big Reese on some shit like, yo, bro. I don't be eating eggs, bro. So, I realized they take $1 off if you don't add eggs. So I'm on some shit like, yo, I don't really need the egg. Feel me? Like, I'm just deadass. I really need that bev, bro.
It's gonna be impossible.
Honestly, I can just slap an egg when I get in the crib.
Nah, bro, that walk.
Bro, not on summer school.
Yeah,
What you talking about?
I needed that shit, bro.
You be drunk cotton mouth
Nah, that ass.
hours, and each class is like an hour and a half, 2 hours.
Bro.
So you just had to sit
I
there.
never had to. Anytime I had summer school, I had independent studies. Even in like the lower grades, in the 8th grade, I did it for honors class.
Yeah, you did the enrichment shit. Yeah.
Enrichment shit. They didn't even make me stay. They gave me a packet and was like, "You go home." I was like,
Nah, facts.
Boy, can we all just like just take a quick notice?
One class, one period. On first period, I had math. Second period, open. Third period,
Damn.
had art.
You know what's wild, crazy? I just wanted to highlight this for Nick because you just said you had summer school in middle school.
Yeah, I had the same shit, bro. I was in your class.
remember me.
Yes, bro. My mom signed me up on some enrichment shit. I'm like, what the fuck? Yeah, bro.
You didn't have summer school because you were failing. You got in
grade school because there was an enrichment program.
Aha.
And then I had the Cromer twins in one of my classes with summer when I did that shit. In the 7th grade, we was the 7th grade when I did it. because he was coming in.
Yeah, I was coming in.
He was
Facts.
coming into Dodge, so they had the 7th graders with the 6th graders coming in.
No, I remember.
And then in 8th grade, they just had all the 8th graders together. So then when I did it again in 8th grade, I did that. But I'd be walking home with the summer school kids.
Yeah, literally, we was all together.
And 7th grade, like a month into the program, they looked at me and was like, "Here's your packet, go home." And I didn't have to stay no more. And I was like, "What the fuck?"
Because I was gonna say, if you brought it up like that, because I'm thinking, I'm like, how did you have for you to be the most well-spoken person in this podcast? The fact that you haven't graduated from middle school or high school is insane.
That would be.
They sent me to summer school in high school, but I had passed the class. My teacher did everything he could to make sure he could fail me by a point.
It's probably 130 yards to start.
Nigga, what are you talking about?
I'm just not saying.
Like the conversation was just so genuine. This nigga always.
It's the podcast.
We in front of the mic, so that's why I'm talking so loud. So that way, at least the surrounding mics.
How close you think I gotta be? You think they can hear me good?
You're
Oh, I bet.
Yeah, like
my mic is a little behind me, so me talking this loud is making it like just barely.
Yeah, barely.
And I'm only shouting because like the AC, and I'm just naturally loud. So
yeah, we do.
Reese think he's like creating new levels of audio podding where it's like the mic over there and he over here. And he's chopping it up with niggas. He giving body energy.
Yo, let me get
through the screen.
The papers.
This nigga think niggas can read body language perfectly, but yo, welcome back. It's this is just gonna be a great show. I can already tell. We're already we're 7 minutes in, and we just said fuck the intro. But welcome back, y'all. We got another episode of the Quis and Reese show. We got a super special fucking.
We gotta find a way to include you. I know that.
No. We gotta keep acting like he's not here. we know he's here.
I like being in the cut.
In the cut with it.
We gotta
look good, you know.
We gotta add like some type of like subheading for like as we add people that work on the show and
so
shit
like the
that.
Quis and Reese show. And
I feel like you gotta keep popping back in and out, like
and the other guys.
You feel me?
Yeah, you could be the other guy.
Like you know how they got the Dan Lebitard show with Stugatz podcast. So like now you got everybody kinda encapsulated in the thing. So you know it's just like.
Where's the papers at? God damn it!
In my hand.
Yeah, can I have one?
Can I?
Yeah, I'm all discombobulated over here. But yeah, I was just so rudely interrupted, my nigga. Motherfucking, I wasn't even talking about you. That's insane. Fucking, what you call it? We got my boy StephSos in the building. Steph Vito.
Yes,
who
sir.
is Vito? Steph Cat Knot.
Cat Knot. You can't forget about the Cat Knot.
Don't forget the
Shout
Cat
out to
Knot.
Kirk, dude.
And I'm on son Kirk.
Really though.
Shouts out dollars, but what you call it? Man, shouts out Steph. Welcome to the pod, bro.
Man, happy to be here, bro.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a few more. The owner of Solitare.
Yes, sir.
Mr. Bring it to the hood.
Got
Make
to.
it look good.
Got to.
Welcome to the show, man. I'm excited to have you.
Appreciate it, bro. Happy to be here. First and foremost, though.
Yeah, I know, right?
You should have had at least 3 when you
I had
came in
more.
with
I didn't say I had many more. I just said I had more.
You should have had at least 3.
Nah, first and foremost, I just want to say I'm proud of y'all, bro. I seen more yesterday on the block, bro. I'm telling him, like, this is a platform, like, the hood don't got a platform like this, bro. And this is some shit we all need, like, 100%.
It's funny how you bring that up, because, like, the way me and Quis look at it, like, we try to treat it with that kind of importance, but, like, we consistently drop the ball in every way. Like we want to make this a platform. It's like, but
why y'all niggas that much?
that's the thing. Like, deep down, it's deeper than just like the hood. You get what I'm saying? For us,
Nah, I believe it, because you gotta expand. Like,
and I think you can understand what we're saying, because like I don't think you created Solitaire to just be this.
I just want for the towns.
It's just for my homies to wear. No. Like, this is something like me and him like stay up and like spend time and like really put thought process. We've invested in it with money we didn't even have.
Yeah, bro. I see this setup is crazy, bro. Like, literally, like, I remember being in this living room. This shit really different.
Yeah,
like,
you've been, Steph is, this nigga, Stephon has been somebody in my life who's literally like been just popping in. Like, you kind of like the nigga in SpongeBob that was like when he was walking in, like, and he'd be like, hey everybody, and Krabs come walking in like, nah, get the fuck out of here. Like, it'd be hilarious how you just pop in, or you're like, I'll turn my head and it's like, oh, so that's Stephon. What the fuck?
Big Reese right there. Oh yeah, I'm not going front. We live.
We've had some legendary moments. I think we should start early, just because I just want to highlight those days. Like, I think the first time I met you was right on this block, with Top Veils, bro.
Really though.
Can you
Right
remember
there.
those days? Like,
I do. Like I said too, bro. Like it was a little minute ago, but I was even speaking to Stubbs because you gotta remember Stubbs was he was getting the kicks from your brother, and I was getting the kicks from him. I'm like, yo, who the fuck? Like, where you get these olive 5s from? Aqua 8s? He just on some shit like, oh yeah, he live right there. Come to find out he got a little bro my age. I'm just like,
we were going crazy,
bro. He was really going crazy, but I'm not going front like. Your brother was really a pioneer with that. I mean, for at least like, you know, looking up type shit. 'Cause I was like 7th, 8th grade at that time. So it was just like, like when it came down to all those kicks, like I didn't even know about half of them shits yet, bro. Like
this is olive 5s, French.
Olive 5s, bro. Those are still like.
You know, I still have those busted French Blue 12s in my closet.
Yeah.
To this day, they still in my closet.
Bro, this is why like when people really do certain things for real, there's a certain energy you have with it. And like certain people where it's like, how do I explain it? I put the effort in. Like fashion, I don't want to like look at as like me. Like I'm kind of just anti everything in a weird way. So like I used to go to school at a private school, so it's absolutely no fashion. Just uniform.
Yeah.
The more and more I stayed there, the more and more I like the less and less I liked it. So I just started like embracing like looking unique, and I remember coming home and seeing people like dressed how they wanted to be in school.
However, like really expressing themselves in their ways. Like.
Exactly. So like the first person in my family to hit public school was like or at least from like in my generation of my family was like my older brother.
Okay.
And it was just like he wasn't even born in America. You get what I'm saying? Like he was
born in Jamaica?
Born in Jamaica.
It's tough.
Spent a majority in Africa.
Oh shit.
And then just dipped and then went to dipped to America and created the life he did. But yeah, that nigga taught me a lot when it came to the fashion thing because I didn't have that like, you know what I mean? Those outlets. Like you kind of need someone older than you to point you and like let you know what's what. But lucky for me, I had my older brother and my cousin. But when you were growing up, like what can you say was like that first shoe that was like made you acknowledge like, oh
first
my
shoe?
God.
Not gonna lie, like, and it's funny too, cause I got finessed out of this shoe too. But my brother gave me, cause like, you know, like you, bro, like my big brother, he was that image. He was in some,
I used to spin the block and see him in
word. Yeah, bro. He was in some shit. He was in some shit called like, what's it called? The Retro Kids back in the day type shit. So
they had the Retro Kids.
Yeah, facts.
Fly Society.
Yeah, all that other shit, bro.
All that shit.
And when he went to school, he went to what was I about to say? He interned for Complex Magazine. So that's when he started getting close to free, bringing shit home. Like that's why I'm learning about Supreme, BBC, all that other shit. But
you can ask your brother about this one too. Supreme Team and Spitfire.
Yeah.
Like those were hey, those were all.
Let the man tell the story.
I'm sorry.
Yo, this nigga funny. Nah, but I'm not gonna lie. When it comes down to the shoe that really changed it, bro, it was that ass. I had like my brother had OG French Blue 12s. They was a little too small for him, so he let me rock them. I'm wearing them in school. Feel me? All that. It was really your grade. This is 7th grade type shit. Everybody, oh yeah, French Blues. This is when the new bucks is out too.
Yes.
So they looking at it like, what type of Blue 12s are these? Niggas never seen these before. Then let me tell you, nigga Eddie P. That nigga, he was like, yo, I gotta pay some, I don't know if it was Shadows or CDP ones, bro. He was like, I'll trade you. I'm like, feel me? I'm like, yeah, I'm about to start the dynasty right here.
Yeah.
Them shits was smoked, bro. I was just on some shit like, fuck it, I'm gonna trade it anyway. I don't know the worth of shit yet, feel me? I'm just looking at shit
you
like.
You know how to negotiate.
Yeah, literally, bro.
None of that.
Them shits was smoked and them shits was small. I still fuck with you, Eddie, but you know that was OD.
Eddie was from that, used to do shit like that. And you know who else was a big one? Ant Dunkley.
Oh yeah, and I'm not gonna front.
Got me out of some shit one time where I really go back and I'm like, yo, this nigga really got some heat off of me for some like. Bro, it wasn't really that they were bad. It's just like
they won the deal.
Yeah, they won the deal. It wasn't like we won. He won the deal.
It's like you got the shoe, you put it on once. And you really look at it on your feet, and you like,
guess what?
Damn, he got up on me today.
The shoe you have, OG box. The sole,
everything,
the second laces.
You got the card, the Jordan card, all that.
No sole. I might have a box.
See the white bottom.
You're not getting the laces. You are not getting them laces. Or like if you was a real like Fives head back in the day, you did not get no extra lace locks from nobody, bro.
Yeah, really though. You'd be lucky if you had lace
not even
locks.
Secondary colorway like lace locks. If somebody sold you a pair of Fives back in the day and you had lace locks when they sold it to you, you was hyped. Because most people was taking it, like realistically, most people take the lace locks off of Fives.
Yeah.
So that the tongue could really hang and you could throw your jeans or something over it, because you wear like slightly wider jeans with that shoe.
But
so it's like,
but people didn't understand. Like we were kids, so we didn't understand. You literally just lost like $50, like
on
like the StockX, or like if you were really like in like the StockX, like a StockX world today, no lace lock in certain shoes. They're like, oh nigga, that's like a used
word.
This is a bum ass shoe.
That ass, you really losing? Yeah, you losing bread on that shit. But it's ill because that I realized like once you learn the game, bro, like that's why it's not even no hard feelings for real. Because that's really how it is, bro. That shit really a marketplace, like literally, like.
What was the during those times? What was the after the French blues? And you got hit with the CDPs.
Yeah.
What you would call it? What was like the next step for you? Like, did you instantly go like, oh, now I know that? Like, was that like a trigger for you to be like, oh, I gotta pay attention before I keep getting?
Yeah, 100%. And it's like, you know, like I said, like it's funny. I never spoke about this, only probably with my brother. But like, what had me give me like an early jump start, like my brother started, mind you, I started stealing certain shit too. I'm not even gonna lie. Like I started stealing shit from him. You feel me? He also was giving me shit. So now I'm looking at values. Now I'm seeing how niggas react to it, because it wasn't on. And you know, like I said, fucking even on MySpace, bro. MySpace even had like a slight marketplace for sneakers and shit like that. So I started posting shit, posting my kicks. Niggas is looking at it certain ways. So I'm like, all right, I might have some heat. Like, and then, like I said, you sell, you build. Like my son fucking. And nigga Devon, bro, he started with one shoe, bro. You sell one shoe, you get a better shoe. You trade that better shoe for a better shoe. Like, that shit really, like I said, it's the sneaker world real, bro. Like,
yeah, the sneaker world is real. You'll meet people and like have conversations. Oh, nah, I thought you had your own brother.
I did. I don't know where it went. It was on the tray. Somebody booked my shit.
Ah, damn. Which one call it? Yeah, the sneaker world is amazing. Like you meet so many different like people and so many different styles of like fashion and like streetwear. Like you missed to put that shit together. You get what I'm saying? Like, bro. I'm a big Draco fan, so I'm gonna continuously quote Draco lyrics and shit like that. But yeah, Mr. Put that together. Even this guy, I like to tell him.
Really though.
He has his own little like weird Mr. Put it together thing.
I'm not fly.
No. I didn't say you were fly.
Cozy.
Definitely
cozy. Like on some calm shit. Like,
and everything he wears definitely matches the tone in which he speaks. So it's like you don't open your mouth and go like, "What the fuck is this nigga?" You know what I mean?
That
like,
niggas never gonna look at him like, "Why he wearing this?" Like it's really like this him.
This is him. Like the supreme sweat.
I was about to say that. Like you didn't even know they was clean.
Like these is Ronnie 5s. These not just regular A6. These is Ronnie.
I feel you. I know.
You gotta pay respect to the Ronnie.
Got to.
Listen, real niggas understand, but other people just gonna look at them like running shoes by a wrestling company. Like that's really all it is. But yeah, no. I was gonna say, what you gonna call it? What was your initial reaction to like seeing like the fashion world and the sneaker world like intertwining? Because there was a point in time where like getting fly was a little bit different. It was more focused on the uniqueness instead of the price tag.
True.
So I remember back in the days, like, nigga, if we had $500 to spend and on like, if it was like, yo, we gotta get right for the night, look nice or whatever, and we was like, when we first met and all that, $500 would have got us far.
Yeah, very far.
I'm looking 100%. At you now. $500 probably a good accessory.
That shit really though. It's sick how the game went, but
it's sick how the game went. But I just wanted to ask you, what was your like your first initial like your want, or like your like the first time you were like, yo, I need to like separate myself, because it's not about just buying a CD, a Countdown Pack 11, or like buying some new bugs, or like, oh, I got a pair of Dino Juniors or something like that. Yeah. When did it become like, oh, this shoe? When did it become about the fit instead of just the single item?
I mean, I would say like it really comes down to, you know, you going to school Well, I mean, first and foremost, I feel like when it comes down to that, you was forced to, like, you know what I mean, mix something up. Like, you know what I mean, going to school, it's just like niggas will come to school with some OD heat and then white tee and then basketball shorts, where it's like, but I feel like, you know, to, feel me, piggyback on that, like, it's like you see niggas with the same shoes as you and you just like, that shit don't look right. Like, you know, certain people got that eye where it's like a nigga come to school, you know, Polo was in. So, you know, I used to have the combo with the coppers and the black watch.
Yeah,
I would see, bro.
Rugbies?
Yeah, the rugbies, all that. I would see niggas with like the same shoes as me, like, where it's like they don't even look cool on you. Like, not even like, you know, no disrespect to nobody, but that's when, like, you know, you gotta put shit together. Like,
No, I totally understand.
like that's when it started for real.
I'm actually glad you brought up Devon earlier.
Yeah.
You and Devon have like had like honest to God, like to me from the outside looking in, it's like the Wayans brothers. Whenever I'm like around you two niggas,
That's my brother.
Got your own little like. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, y'all two could whisper to each other and nobody would know what's going on. Y'all could be saying something right in front of each other, in front of a crowd.
Nobody would know.
Nobody knows what they saying. Y'all got your own little moves. Yo, both of y'all niggas can dance too.
Yeah, we like, feel me? We was just like, cause like I said, we went to New Visions type shit, feel me? But I never had a class with him. Like, even throughout high school, never had a class with him, nothing like that.
Really?
I played soccer with him. And my mom was like, you know, the soccer mom. So since Devon lived right there, feel me, Jonathan and Joshua, dad the coach, Miguel, dad the coach. It's like we was always like, you know, our moms would just link up and then we'll, you know, carpool, whatever. So once you realize, like, you know, we playing soccer, conversations happen, we see that we into the same shit. Like, so I started going to his crib every so often type shit as we younger. And then, like I said, bro, conversations we see, like, oh yeah, this shit cool. Like, you know, we talking about Jordans, sports, like, you know, all that shit, bro. Like, but we really had an upbringing with each other, though, like 100%.
The soccer got me, though.
Bro, we used to.
I did not notice you played soccer. Like,
that was my first sport, bro.
Right, Loki.
Nah, bro, I was forced to play soccer, bro. I'm not gonna front. Yeah, I was trying to play ball all my life, bro. That shit started later. I was forced to play soccer until like I think died, bro.
2 years ago.
Yeah, seventh grade. That's why I was just on some shit like niggas got a basketball team. I'm not playing no soccer no more, nigga. Fuck. I was done with that shit. Vaughn was still playing soccer though, low key. I think he stopped 9th grade or like 8th grade, some shit like that. He stopped. Stopped later.
If we were to taught our kids that the real hoop dream is getting that ball into that goal, nigga.
Yeah.
Woo.
Really though, bro. And that's another thing too. Niggas don't know, bro. Soccer helps you with every sport, bro. That footwork, that shit helps you with every. Yes. That's the reason why, bro. I was wondering.
Soccer is a combination of the hardest parts of almost every sport.
Yup.
So like, it's the coordination it takes to keep a ball at your feet.
Exactly. That shit is hard,
be
bro.
agile. That would translate into something like hockey and learning to skate and things like that. You have the strength and physicality it really takes to have people pulling on you, bumping you, and shoving you like in football, like American football.
Like,
you have
all
the
that,
footwork
bro.
that translated into basketball, having to take your steps, when to pick up a ball, how many steps you get in between,
Bro,
how many steps
get in
you
your
get.
bag,
That's
sports
a big,
man.
I'm glad you mentioned that's a big
Like,
part
it's a big
too. It's
thing,
just
like,
like your,
because
what's it called? Your rhythm.
Your
like,
rhythm, because in soccer you have to be able to
Yeah,
have to be able to
exactly.
change your pace so quickly to like be able to keep the ball at your feet and do certain things with the ball. Now when you translate that into like something like basketball, the ball's in your hands. So now all you got to worry about is how many steps you take and the rhythm of you picking up the ball and moving around.
Yeah.
So that translates, and then you also have to run like a sprinter.
Yeah.
So you not only do you have to run like a sprinter, but you have to run but you also have to run like a distance runner.
What position did y'all two play?
Nah, I'm not going front. I think Vaughn played midfield. I played midfield and defense though. I was mostly playing defense, but it's like
I
facts.
respect that. Devon has been always, since I've known that nigga, he's always been somewhat of a confident person. You get what I'm saying? And at midfield, that I've never played a sport and played offense. I don't got that kind of trust and faith in myself. But like that midfield wave, like having to be able to play both sides of the field is kind of like, it's not as easy as it looks.
Nah, it's not.
It's hard.
I was about to say, you was a midfielder
That shit was annoying.
in lacrosse.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, both used to play lax. I just remember.
And I played linebacker in football.
Oh,
So I'm
shit.
just used to, and safety. So I'm used to being in the middle of shit. But it's like the confidence, I think, to like your point, like from watching soccer, and I'm like super into it now. It's like one of the sports I probably follow more consistently than anything else.
You don't drink beer, do you?
I'm good.
Nah, so like watching certain players play, you really start to understand like it takes a certain type of personality to play each position on the soccer field.
Yeah.
And a lot of people don't realize that, but it is kind of like that. Like midfielders tend to be more confident and calculated.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Because and not only that, but they're also good at thinking on the fly and making those calculations really quickly because they have to. Because in making a reaction in the midfield, if you make a wrong move, the ball's going the other way.
Exactly. And that's all on you. You got, like I said, the same thing as lacrosse. So like that shit's so fast paced. Coach watching on the side, like you seeing who fault it is. Like, you know, whoever it is, we seeing like the players on the field, the players off the field, everybody seeing the mistakes like right then and there. So you definitely, midfield was definitely a hard position to play.
And you gotta just shrug it off when you fuck up.
Yeah, because it's
that's
like
what
I
makes
said,
it weird.
bro, you gotta keep going.
As a midfielder,
Like,
you fuck up
can't stop.
as a midfielder,
Like, you gotta keep going,
like if
bro.
a striker fuck up on a play, or even like an attackman, or just like anybody, like if you fuck up on the actual shot, and that's all your job is really on the team essentially is to like shoot and do the final thing. When you miss, you get a little break. You get a couple seconds like, fuck, I missed. Play gotta resume. Whatever.
Yeah.
Even if the goalie save it, you like, fuck, I missed, because now he throwing it the other way. So it's not like he throwing it to you. You get a second.
Yeah.
In the midfield, you miss the ball and you fuck it up.
That's what I'm saying.
Somebody is already running the other way. You cannot stop.
Yeah, you cannot stop.
To be like, fuck, I fucked it up. That nigga's already at the other box line passing it to someone else while you sitting there complaining about it.
Did you ever get like get the bug to at least like want to watch soccer and things like that?
I mean, nah, I'm gonna be honest, not really. And Devon, like I said, that's like, you know, my best bud at the time, playing soccer and shit like that. I feel like he was way more into soccer. Like I was never really, like I said, I was forced. Like, you know, my dad a real yardie, bro. Like he just, it was no type of doing this, doing that. Either you playing soccer, you're not playing no sport. No funny shit, bro. Yeah, bro. I was just, feel me?
It's nice, nigga.
Yeah, no, I know.
Always wanted to play ball, bro.
So I got some questions just because you brought that up. Like, try to get some like good.
Get to it, my nigga.
This nigga's annoying. All right, so we gonna double back to a couple things that you mentioned earlier. I got some other points I want to touch on, but you just mentioned your dad and being a real yardie, and like I grew up in a super Jamaican household personally.
Yeah, both of y'all both Jamaican.
So it's like my parents are very, very traditional, but I was allowed to kind of play whatever I wanted. Like the first thing I did was baseball. Like I saw baseball and people hitting dingers over the wall. I was like, yeah, I need to do that.
Do it.
So like, I guess like the point I'm trying to make is like, what was the relationship like growing up like with your parents and like your dad specifically, because like some of the things that you expressed that you're into and that were like, you know, budding into like what you do now, they didn't really coincide with what a traditional like, you know, Jamaican household would be. So like, what was that dynamic like in growing up, and like what's your relationship like now?
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, I'm half Jamaican, so my dad's Jamaican, my mom, feel me, straight from Brooklyn, American type shit. So it's like, you know, at the end of the day, like my dad used to, I don't know, like he used to be on some real, like you said, it's how he was raised. Like, you know what I mean? There's certain shit you can do in the crib. He might look at this shit like, yeah, you spoiled. Where it's like, in reality, this is just the life I fucking live. I'm not spoiled doing this. Like, niggas just like, what the fuck you using a vacuum for? Sweep that
humanity.
Shit. Yeah, like,
nah, it's not even just the life you gave me, bro. Like, you came to America.
Exactly. You the one that wanted more. Like, you know what I mean? For us, like,
I think Caribbean parents and parents that come from like poverty, like kind of like how do I put this in words? They kind of like I don't want to say exaggerate, but they kind of look at you like, nigga, what you mean you ain't happy? Nigga, the electricity on.
Yeah, like
the mic. You got a microwave.
They try to rub that shit in your face and all that too, bro. Like,
I ain't have a microwave. I'm like, all right, my nigga, my fault.
Even with juice, bro, it's funny, bro.
Juice, yo.
Nigga, like, nigga, I wasn't drinking no juice. I'm like, bro, like, juice $1. Nigga, like, what type of shit you want?
In man's crib, and the nigga didn't let niggas drink no soda, water, everything.
Yeah, bro.
Cop a little 2 liter. He's snatching that.
That shit was crazy growing up.
But all right, so I want to hear more about like the dynamic growing up, but like what we all talking about now. I think that the difference is that parents that come from poverty, parents that are first immigrating to new countries, we don't see it. We don't realize the depravity of the rest of the world.
Yeah.
Because all we have really seen is, like, even if you live in broke in America, if you live in broke here, it's so much more expensive and livable, and the conditions are more suitable than living broke or even averagely in most of the countries that people immigrate from.
And then we have in America, we have social. What's the word I'm looking for? Basically, we have means of giving people money that don't actually have it or don't have the means of getting money.
There's different types of programs set up here to allow even our first generation immigrant parents to come out here and then essentially succeed and make more than they ever would have going back. Like most parents, like most Caribbeans at least that I know or have experienced in my lifetime, when they come here, they're sending money back to Jamaica or their Caribbean island. They're packing barrels.
I'm about to say that has the barrels all in your basement, all that.
I look at it.
Game Boy was crazy with the barrel.
So I look at it as a simple,
giving out good
point
clothes.
is our parents were more grateful for the opportunities we're allotted. And not to say that life isn't hard, I get it, everybody's got their struggles, but our parents are more grateful for the opportunities that we are born into, because the things that they are born into didn't exist in that same
so that's why they passionate about, all this luxury thing that they think we live in. But that's what I'm saying. I grew up and I understood, but it was just more so like I said, I don't know. It's one thing I also realized, I also, spoke to my mom about a lot. My dad was the breadwinner. She got feel me, I got 10 aunts and uncles type shit. He the oldest out of all of them. So
wow.
He the one who came to America, joined the Air Force, basically set the tone for the family out there. So it's like I said, I respect it. I would never disrespect it. I love my dad to death, but it's just feel me, growing up, that you said, y'all niggas know, bro, that shit tough,
have
bro.
You really in the crib ready to beef,
niggas. I feel like niggas don't understand to a certain extent, bro.
Just understand.
It's the small, minuscule shit that adds up. And
so now you touched on something, and I think this is probably the answer I was looking for. So I want to get more in that direction. You touched on something. You said now, as in your own right, you talked to even your mother about it recently. It was you realize that your father was the head of the family, not just the breadwinner. It's more than just the money he was bringing in, but he was the head of a family. He was the one that set the tone, that everyone felt like they needed to follow in some degree. All right, this is the roadmap. This is what our family does. This is what we're capable of. This is the name we carry, so on and so forth.
Really though.
So now, as a man in your own right, coming into that, experiencing whatever you may experience in life, is there, like you say, you love him to death and you never would disrespect him, but is there a newfound respect, a deeper level of maybe appreciation or respect for some of the things he might have indirectly taught you within those uncomfortable moments as a child?
Yeah, it's I feel I don't speak about, I don't express it a lot. I feel the indirect lessons and things I learned, I just, keep it in, because it's just it might be a scenario in life where it's just okay, now I know to either walk away from this, or now I know this is not what I'm supposed to be doing to do this. It's a lot to it. So I just feel like I said, I appreciate him. We don't really, we don't really have conversations how we used to, because as y'all know, bro, growing up, the conversations you really have is might be petty chit chat, but more so it's just him telling you to do something, or him telling you that you was doing something wrong, and then me having to listen or me talk back for a second. Now I'm getting punished for it. So I feel that was just a relationship until I got out of high school, and then after that it was really the communication was cut short, but at the end of the day, it was for the best, in a way, because now I'm actually appreciating, I'm actually taking things in without just feeling uncomfortable all the time, trying to do shit, trying to do shit differently that's not really me.
Get better quality.
Yeah, exactly. So, because there's a lot of people, bringing back my mom, my mom want me to be close with my dad, but I be telling her, this is this is a good relationship. It's not I hate him, he don't hate me. It's just We say what up. We have our little chit chat. Yeah, it's that has an understanding, bro.
So now we did all of this, and I get to bring up like probably the biggest point, because I figured we would get here, and I'm glad we did, honestly. But you mentioned again your mom wanting kind of like the conversations you have with her, just the ones you brought up about your dad, they seem to be kind of pushing you in a direction. She wants you to understand him more. Yeah. She wants you to see him as a better individual. And then something that I think everybody struggles with when it comes to their parents is separating the fact that your parents are human beings. The same way that you have wants, needs, desires, and all of those things and dreams growing up, your parents had all of those things. Now you might have became part of that dream, and they've taken on the responsibility to you and for you to be able to chase yours. Like, that's a very specific point. Like, they take on like, no matter what happens at the end of the day, when you are brought into this world and your parents decide that they are going to raise you, they've taken on the responsibility to you to make sure that you have the things you need, and the responsibility for you to be able to go out and have the same opportunity that they were initially allotted to chase their dreams.
Yeah, absolutely.
And now, coming from that Caribbean background, a lot of our parents, especially males, don't really have that same sense of, like, I guess, compassion that they display in their, like, day-to-day movements. And like you say, now the conversations have kind of become cut short, even though you do appreciate it. Like, there's this understanding. Do you see a point where it becomes more than an understanding, and you as your own man, aside from what your father may have taught you, and aside from what the relationship is now and what it's developed into, do you see a point where the things your mom is asking for, like for y'all to be closer, to talk about some real things, unpack maybe some of the beef y'all actually have, so it's more than an understanding and an actual relationship? Because I think that's what she's getting at. Like, it's one thing to have an understanding, but like, can we have an actual relationship?
Yeah.
Like, is that something that you look for, you hope for, or is it just like...
I mean, in reality, like I said, I don't want to make it seem like it's a PTSD kind of thing, but like, I'm still growing. So now this is like, I guess you can say step one of healing. So in a way, like, I tell my mom, like, you know what I mean? I see it with my big brother. My big brother dealt with this shit probably even worse than me. Like, where he now speaks to my dad about, like, you know what I mean, just life shit, investments, like, you know what I mean, conversations I never even thought my dad can have with somebody of our caliber. Like, and not saying we below him, but just like, you know, his sons and shit like that. So I see that shit kind of build up with my older brother. So it's like, I be telling my mom, like, yeah, this, like, you know what I mean, if it happens, it happens. But you know, the parents always worried, like, you know, which they not wrong, like, you know, we getting old, like, you know what I mean? We was old kids in this house now. My little sister, feel me, she 19, about to be 20. Everybody adults now, so people start to realize, like, you know what I mean, the household different and shit now. So you think about it sometimes, but I don't really dwell on it like that, because like I said, I'm still growing myself, like, so.
That's crazy. I just, it's wild sometimes when I like talk to people, because like, and I'm glad I get to have conversations with people, like, and now that I'm trying to like kind of make this for a living, I'm glad you do what you do. You're fucking great at it. But
like I said, he can articulate.
He's fucking great at it. Like, really, there's a reason why his name is first. Like, it's scary. Like, but I just wanted to, I'm glad you brought that out, because the thing is, for me, I learned so much like from other people, because I'm going through the same situation. Like, you get to a certain age as a man, and like, you want to be a man almost.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? And you want to actually like take the risks that you believe are necessary to get you to where you want to be. Yeah. Because like, nobody has the definitive answer. Like, you just have to try. Like, and as great as like our parents did, we know, because we sat there and we spent so many hours with them, we seen the certain flaws in certain things.
Yeah.
And it's made us want to like, I guess, do better and things like that. But you continuously hit this road. You can continuously hit this roadblock where it's like, what you consider a flaw, they don't. You get what I'm saying? They might consider it even a strength, or they might not even acknowledge it even happening. You know what I mean?
Jamaican parents don't say sorry.
Yeah, where it's
Jamaican
like
parents
they think
don't say sorry. They wait a couple hours, offer you some food, or they wait until the next day, or they wait until the next day and ask you if you gonna eat. That's it. They either bring the food, they either tell you that
they know they supposed to be doing this. They just like, yeah, this is my kid. I get to do what I want.
Yeah,
like,
and it's
like they don't know what they building mentally in their kid.
I don't think
like,
any parent does that. I don't want to hold that against like the Caribbean parents. I feel like
I'm not going for Caribbean parents. Like that's what I'm saying. We got to credit them too.
We're not saying what they're doing is intentional, because if that's the case, then this would be a problem.
Yeah, 100%.
That's not what we're saying. Because at the end of the day, like you always tell me, we're all humans just deserving a human experience. You get what I'm saying? And like that's some real shit. The same way, like you said, like our parents are humans and they have wants, desires, needs, and things that they on a consistently, like on a daily basis, need to fulfill. But I'm glad I get to talk to people a lot and get at least the opportunity to know that I'm just not going through certain shit by myself. You know what I'm saying? I know like we don't get to like pick up the phone and go like, yo, what's good?
Yeah.
Or some everyday shit, but it's like there's beauty in knowing that you're not going through this like situation by yourself, or at least going through that like minefield. Because it's never really the same thing. You get what I'm saying? We all have to traverse a path in life, and like some people make it through, some people get blown up on the way here, but like I'm glad you're still acknowledging the fact that it's like you're growing, he's growing, everyone's growing, and until you get to where you want to be, it'll never be exactly what like for instance like your mom, because it's funny how you brought that up. My mom is the same way, but it's weird. My mom's the Jamaican one, but my pops is the American one. But for her, she's going through like that, living in those crazy experiences, like living in a third world country and like going through the insanity of like being a regular person like we do, and it's made her want to like you said, like yo, talk to him. You know what I mean? Understand people more and things like that. And I'm just happy to hear that. Like I'm not happy to hear, but it's good to know that I'm just not the only person out here that are getting to a stage in life where it's like you want to like communicate with certain people and you want to get certain advice or whatever it be in life, but it's just almost impossible. You know what I mean? Because
really
it's just
time does not.
It feels
success.
impossible sometimes. Like.
And this nigga in his fucking time
quotes.
does not equal. Like this nigga be quoting some unknown fucking philosophers I've never heard of. Like, but time definitely does not equal success, and I'm learning that every day. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's a tough situation, but I think the want to actually have these things corrected is just a good enough thing. You get what I'm saying? Or at least it's the first step.
I don't literally cut it short. But my man's is on the time schedule, so we got to get to the next thing because I want to hear his opinions on some really good things, and I only got about another 30 minutes with him at max. So you mentioned Devon and the relationship you guys have had growing up. Now, all of us here have experienced the shock, for lack of a better word, and the process of grieving thereafter for the loss of a few people in our age group in the community. Out of respect for them, I won't say their names on the podcast just because I never know who will see it, and I don't want to do anything, but the both of them are amazing people, regardless of anything else. They're two people who I think left really lasting legacies, and you happen to be close to both of them, like extremely close to the both of them. So tell me a little bit about what it's like now, essentially kind of carrying their torches as you go through your everyday life, because as I, think about those people, I can't help but think about the things that you guys did together and started, like with fashion and trying to find new ways to make money without getting in trouble, and the shoes and the trading and just all the things you did together.
Yeah.
What's it like now?
I mean, I feel like the number one thing I realized, like, both of them pioneers, bro. They would just, feel me? Like, it was really just like, you know, they were just real life pioneers. Like, they just knew, they were just they knew at an early stage how to do this, what to do. Like, you know what I mean? It's a lot. Like I said, I could go on for days in reality, but it's just like, feel me? Like, it helped me a lot. Like, even with, feel me? I mean, like I said, we could say the names. I understand, but like,
go ahead. I just, I just always try to be respectful.
I respect that.
The opportunity to, to initialize whoever you are, or you know what I mean. But
my son Kevin, though, like I said, before, my brother used to intern for Complex, so he used to bring home clothes that I would deadass see, just search up on the internet type shit. Kevin, he didn't have no big brother. He didn't have nothing. He just came across, like, he was an internet fiend. Like, when niggas be comparing shit to, like, ASAP Yams and shit like that, I hate the comparison. I used to hate that shit when they used to try to compare Kevin to him, but I understand it because they was both internet fucking geeks, bro. Whereas, like, he found something he was into. Like I said, I have a conversation on my phone. I screenshot it from like 2010, bro. This nigga was just like, yo, Steph, you got to get on this Rick Owens, Balenciaga, fucking Chanel. I'm like, yo, bro. He was like, yeah, you got to stop fucking with these Jordans, bro. I'm like, yo, like, I heard about these shits, but we don't got no bread for these shits. Niggas,
like, nigga, what?
That shit was looking like Rolexes and shit.
Yeah, like $1,400, $2,200.
Nigga, I'm buying Jordans off my mans up the block for $70, $80. Like, but like I said before, like, he was definitely a pioneer with this shit. He definitely showed me, like, you know, that shit is really possible and it's a bigger world. Because one thing we all realize too, like, fashion, in a way, fashion runs the world, bro. Whether you look at it as, like, you know, work clothes or like you really on some luxury wear, fashion runs the world, bro. Like, so once you can see, like, you know what I mean, how far you can go and how big you can really express yourself, like, that shit was like a high, like, literally, like. And, like, you know, of course, niggas, you know, growing up, you get backlash for that shit. Oh, yeah, this nigga materialistic, or this nigga on some...
Nigga, but I remember at times with, because you brought it up, fucking, nigga, small white Kev, bro. Nigga, you and him were you, him, and who else? I don't, it doesn't even matter. Mm-hmm. Bro, first people I ever seen wearing the high top Balenci's.
Yeah, the arenas.
Yes. Mm-hmm. Oh my God. And then, like, the sheepskin Jones from back in the day.
Yes,
what was
bro.
The
Margellas he had. Yeah, the Margellas, bro. And I was, like I said before, like one thing I don't know where Kevin was getting that bread from, but you feel me? I knew about this shit, but I was late because I'm just like, yo, I gotta sell 2-3 sneakers to get these shits. But it's like, shoe. Yeah, bro. But it was worth it. Like, and like I said before, to piggyback back on Kevin being on it like that, like, that's how he linked up with, like, Ian Connor and all these niggas, because he was just on the internet. Oh, yeah, blah, blah, this shit hard. He'll drop a picture on, like, Tumblr or, like, and it's, like, another thing. So I'm not even trying to cut myself off, but, like, bro, Kevin knew about Instagram when we was, like, in 8th grade, bro. When Instagram first dropped, he knew about it. Oh, and he told me and Ant Klein, bro, he was just like, yo, make this shit. This is going to be the new shit. And it's like, you look at it now, bro, we a decade down the line, nigga, we still on the gram.
Multi-billion dollar company.
That shit is crazy, though, bro. Like I said, I be getting goosebumps just thinking about how much shit he just, like...
foresee.
Bro, another thing I was thinking about the other day, bro, he dead ass showed me, he was just like, yo, look at this Brooklyn rapper, bro. This nigga on some gritty shit. Fucking Bobby Shmurda, bro. This shit that, like...
Wait,
bro,
what?
I swear to God, bro. I be telling the homies, niggas don't remember.
Hold up, Bobby Shmurda, we because we're all from New York.
Yeah.
So it's like we got to actually see it, like, at, like, the, I don't want to say the hype, but right before it blew up.
Yeah, the New York peak, basically.
Yeah,
on some,
the New York, exactly, the New York peak.
Before it went global type shit.
Yeah.
He was on, like, the upbringing, where it's like, we was, like, trolling this nigga. Like, this nigga look ugly, feel me? This nigga some that shit had at least 50K views, bro. It wasn't nothing crazy, like. And then you see how big that nigga got. I was just like, yeah.
Cause like 2014 was when the hot nigga really blew for niggas.
Mm-hmm. And that's when I realized too. I'm like, you said 2014, like, we had remember we used to decorate the staircase.
Yeah.
Niggas played hot nigga. That's like early 2014, my senior year. Mm-hmm. Niggas played hot nigga. I'm talking to Kev like, yo, bro, this the shit. This is shit you was showing niggas type shit. And then that's when I realized, like, yo, like, this shit really feel me. That nigga got an eye, bro. I'm like,
That's a small white cat. Legendary man.
bro, that nigga's legendary, bro.
Like beyond
100%.
legend.
Yeah, like that shit is really surreal.
Like yeah, that like bro, for that nigga to have like photos with Bari, and,
No.
like people don't understand. Yo, it's people like that constantly like have like left an imprint on me and like let me understand that like bro, it's not about the fucking hype.
It's not.
Cause bro, he was doing that shit when it wasn't cool. Like niggas,
Yeah, this shit was not trendy, bro.
At the Balenciaga, like what the fuck are those? Like what are them? Like the Margellas in school, niggas was like, what the fuck are those? Like I remember at that point, you remember that like weird gap in like between like your 10th and like 11th grade year where people were like, what do y'all niggas wear?
Yeah.
To the point where niggas is almost ready to clown. You get what I'm saying? Because it's like, nigga, look at the fucking the J's. These are 11s, nigga. This is the shit that's hot.
Yeah, this the shit that's
right here. And then it was just like, y'all niggas just pulling up in like $800 sneakers with like the leather and the shit up here, the tongue this long and shit. Like, it was just like, it took me to a different place. And then I started like doing my own research. Like, because it was like, I was never the person to really like judge so much. I was just always like,
yeah, what is that? You curious?
I was curious, but yeah,
I feel like not to blame that album, but I feel like once that, I think it's his first debut album. I think his A$AP Rocky shit was a mixtape at first with like, you know,
it was
Houston Old Head and Peso. So his first actual album, when that was probably like my 10th grade year, 11th grade year, that's when niggas started seeing it. Like, you know what I mean? I seen, okay, like now niggas seeing the Jeremy Scotts and like the V-Lone and all that other shit. They started picking it up.
It's so funny how like it's weird. Like I always tell it like I always say this to you, like the hood niggas get like once they do that, it's the stamp. You know what I mean? Because it's like nobody's saying nothing to the hood niggas.
Yeah, it's just like niggas is tough.
I literally remember, and this is just like me linking the unison. Like a year prior, like bro, Small White was pulling up with the fucking sheepskin Jones. Like, which one are those? Those are, I forget which one I'm talking about. The sheepskin. They almost look like Converses. Fucking
yeah, fucking. Nah, you talking about that's the Balenciagas, right?
Those are
the Balenciaga arenas.
Yeah, the arenas. I keep forgetting those are what they call. But yeah, the arenas. A year later, Black pulling up with the Jones.
Yes, bro.
And then all of a sudden, it was just like everyone just was like, "Yo, nah, nigga, I gotta give me a picture."
Yeah.
I'm like,
nah, that's what I'm saying. Like,
what? I'm like, yo, I remember because it was a point in time when niggas was really like, "Yo, what the fuck is this nigga wearing?" Not knowing, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Really not knowing, but like, it was just like it just became a transition where it's like when a hood nigga put a stamp on it, that shit just automatically go. And then I know y'all got tight in the situation, or not really tight, but y'all was like, oh, time to find a new shoe. It just became like this nigga wearing like a regular ass Burberry shirt with like khaki joggers and some nasty shit, and then now he got some like the arenas on. It's like nah, we gotta switch it up.
The thing with Talik too, and that's why I really feel me. I fuck with Talik OD 100 grand because he also a pioneer. But I feel like we just went intertwined. Like where I lacked, he came in. Where he lacked, I came in type shit. Where it's like, feel me? That I'm gonna be honest, bro. That nigga showed me how to make bread, bro. Like 100%. And I was showing him like, you know, what's like, you know, what you should be wearing type shit. Like what you should be rocking and shit like that. We used to share clothes. He used to. That's what I'm saying. And that's another thing too. That nigga always had bread, bro. He used to always hold it down. He'll be like, yo. I'll be like, yo. He'd be like, yeah, let me borrow your shirt. I'm like, yo, bro, like, just cop it. He'd be like, all right, I'll give you $50 for like 3 days. I'm just like, that's good with me, nigga.
Yo,
take it.
He was insane.
Like, that nigga was a genuine nigga, bro.
For like, real, bro. That nigga did not care. I think you know what it was? He was so young, too.
Yeah,
like,
bro.
Bro, I remember, he's a year younger than me. Like, so I remember, like, yo, the nigga pulling up to his crib with $8 and copping off him. I'm in like 11th grade at the time. Copping off him, and he ended up buying me, who was like me, Eddie, like we all split Chinese food basically. Yeah. It was just like I ain't put no bread up for that shit. Like, and it was just like that shit. Like niggas started doing like when we got older. You know what I mean? But like he was doing that when he was like fucking 15.
Oh, really? Son.
Like 14, even younger, walking like, around with a band. I'm like, what? What are you
nigga
doing?
And died walking around with. Wow, he was that's ahead of his time, bro.
Everywhere he went, he was a celebrity.
Yeah,
and just to specify, I wasn't saying he was the one fucking up the Balenci's. It was after once he wore them, then niggas came out.
Yeah, then you see all the hood niggas. They wearing it with the True Religions. They try to put two and two together.
Jeans with the arenas.
Yeah, like they was wilding with that.
It started getting crazy, and then when I remember, I know y'all used to laugh when y'all used to like get rid of shit, and then you would see the trickle down in the hood.
Facts.
This nigga had it for about a month or two, and then he sell them shit to this.
That's what I said. The community used to be.
Hand of some unnecessary.
The terminal of those shoes was just crazy.
The terminal,
like, oh nah, he got them.
He got them. I remember when I bought them at the store.
No more.
Yeah, I can't wear them.
Like he got them. I'm not buying that number no more.
I might not even wear the number no more. This nigga. Oh shit.
This nigga, but that's it's great to hear you talk about them in such a lighthearted fashion. It show, you know.
Man, I love them niggas, bro.
It shows that not only did their loss affect you, but that, you know, you held on to all of the things that y'all experience, and you do still, you know, take it with you in your day to day. So just definitely. To, you know, I know you gotta go soon, so I'm not gonna keep you. I want to like just touch on all the like major stuff so that everybody gets to really get a glimpse of what you got going on. So in the last year, coming out of the pandemic, everything that's been going on in the world, you've decided to start a brand. And we've talked about your love for fashion, something that, you know, you've been kind of developing and cultivating all over this long period of time. What are your like goals for the brand? What's like your thought process going into it? What do you see happening? What do you like? Where do you want to take it?
Yeah, I mean, as far as that, I want to take it as like I said, as far as possible. I feel like growing up, I mean, of course we've been speaking about this whole time, but like I grew up as a consumer forever, like, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And I always had like, you know, you have an eye, you see what look cool. It's not even like a trendy thing too. You just see what look cool to you and what doesn't look cool to you. So it's just like growing up just consuming shit, bro. You wanna start producing. And like as soon as I guess you can say, like, you know, because confidence is key with that shit too. Don't get me wrong. Like as soon as I got confident enough, I was just like, yo, bro, it's time to just produce what the fuck is in my head, bring what's in my head to light. Like, so like I feel like as not really short-term goals, but I thought about this the other day too. Like one of my main goals, I want my shit on Essence. Once I get my shit on Essence, bro, like that's gonna be like, feel me? Like I don't know, like
that's your first.
Yeah, that's my
rung on the ladder.
Yeah, that's my
look
first.
Look at it as a goal. It's the first step on the ladder.
Yeah, the first big step though. At the end of the day, like I definitely got, you know.
That's how you feel. That's what give you your stamp.
Yeah, you know exactly. I mean? And then now I can just feel me, just let my wings fly. Like
take it from there. Yo, that shit be crazy, and I believe you.
That shit is possible, bro.
Yeah,
all this shit is possible.
Where did the inspiration for Solitaire come from?
I'm gonna be honest, because it's a lot with it, because niggas be thinking I'm a high time gambler and shit like that. Nigga, I barely gamble.
On the computer, I know that.
Yeah, like I barely gamble, bro. It was just like, you know what I mean? It's a couple things, like, and it's really, you know, shout out to my little sister, because like, you know, I really just be speaking to her about my random ideas where it's just like I'm trying to be funny, but I be dead ass sometimes. Like
the little sisters are always doing some real ill shit.
Word. They always there to listen, there to tell you what's up.
It's a blessing to have.
But I feel like, you know, I was just on some shit like, you know, niggas is gambling with their life. Like, you know, we was probably freestyling the crib. I'm gambling with my life like solitaire, blah, blah, blah. You know, solitaire is actually a form of a diamond. It's like one solid diamond. You know, I love jewelry type shit. I always love jewelry. So I remember speaking to my sister like, yo, solitaire, that has a cool ass name, blah, blah, blah. And then we heard the Solitaire song with like Lil Yachty, I think Gucci Mane. It's feel me, the song actually hard. But we would just always rap that shit in the crib. Like we made, what's the shit before TikTok, bro? I forgot what it is.
Triller?
Yeah, Triller.
Yeah.
We was making trillers to like the song and shit like that. I got a trailer from like 2017, 2018, that shit.
Yo, that's hilarious.
And one day she just sent it to me. And I'm just like, yo, bro, like, this is about to be the name of my shit, bro. Like, where it's like, I thought, I'm like, yo, this is not enough to make it, like, you know, to actually stamp this. But at the same time, like I said before, I look at life like, yeah, niggas gamble with their life all the time, bro. This shit is like, it's not a game, but it's a game for real. Like, and it's just. Like I said, it's a lot to it, but I realized the name, like, you know, I let alone I just fuck with how it sounds, bro. Like Solitaire is just word.
Where'd you get that from? Shout out Baby Sis, son.
Yeah, shout out Baby Sis for real. Definitely inspired me with that shit.
Got it. All right. Let's see. Talked about pretty much the baseline of everything we needed to, everything I want to touch on. Try to end every show with like something to leave the people with.
Yeah.
With guests, right. I want you to like give your final thoughts. So you say you want to take the brand as far as it can go. What's coming next? You know, give the people something to hold on to.
It's funny too. I got the shirt on right now. I'm not gonna really stand up, but this is some shit I just dropped.
We'll link it. Send us the product.
Yeah, I'm gonna send you the link and everything.
Yeah.
But right now, like I said, I took this class, this like fashion class from some nigga on the gram, and like he basically he gave us a tour to the garment district. So I learned all of this shit where it's just like that shit really like, feel me, dilated my eyes, bro. Like now I'm just inspired and at a whole different level to actually make pieces, because you know it's a lot of brands that's like you know what I mean, it's different goals for different brands, and sometimes you could tell by looking at the brand. Like some niggas might want some like strictly lit t-shirt brand where it's like you look at like Warren Lodas or some shit like that, where it's like they lit all straight tees, feel me, tees, hoodies, basic shit. And then you got the other brands where it's like now they got these exotic pieces, like, you know, even like Capital, like, you know what I mean, they got like, you know, skeletons and like, you know, all these distressed pieces where it's like
OD pieces.
Yeah,
but you clearly have this, like, clearly can tell this is handmade.
Yeah, literally, like
that's where you want to take it. Like, are you trying to go to the level of like high end streetwear, like Supreme type of thing, or are you trying to take it to like a high fashion, like Balenciaga?
I'm honestly trying to take it like right in the middle, literally.
Right
like, yeah, on some real, like, you know exactly what I mean? Yeah, because it's like I said before, the garment district, bro, that shit is really crazy out there, bro. Like, you gotta, it's funny too, because, you know, if you go to the city, we pass, that shit right near Penn Station, we pass the garment district.
All the time.
You don't really look at it as nothing.
Nah, we have to go. I was going to try.
Yeah, niggas gotta go, bro. But once you walk and you really start talking to people, you realize, bro, that shit, it's like you can make anything, bro. I found this manufacturer, bro. This nigga makes he gets all the real garments from all these luxury brands, but he make fake clothes out of them. Where it's like he got the Louis Vuitton real garment of Louis Vuitton, Dior, and he just be making this like own shit where it's like it's just mad. I don't know, bro. It's a different world out there, bro. You can really make whatever you want, bro. As long as you got some cash behind you, bro, like you can make whatever you want, bro. Literally.
Sounds good. All right.
Yeah, pieces is definitely, I feel like that's the final answer. Like I just need to make pieces.
Coming next.
Yeah,
pieces is coming.
I got some real pieces. So. No more. I'm gonna chill out with the t-shirts and shit like that. I respect everybody, feel me, who helped me with this journey. Like, you know what I mean. Even y'all. Like, I love the fact that I got.
First. He's not dropping no more teas. Go get them shits while you can.
Go get it while you can, man.
Gonna slow down. You will not be able to hit him up in the DMs. You will not be able to go on the site and order it when it's up. It will not be there.
It's gonna be some new shit coming.
And eventually, all that homie shit is gonna start dying down.
So like, stop asking. It's pieces.
Not gonna be.
It's pieces now. Don't be asking for no handouts.
Yeah.
Because if he give you the piece and shit take off, you just got something that's part of history.
You got some heat.
Yeah. So there's no more. Let me get that.
We not about to let y'all eBay weirdos get crazy on niggas.
Yeah, I'm about to be on Grail selling my shit soon. That ass.
Get your resell on, nigga. What the fuck are you talking about? But hold up. I just want to have one more question.
We don't have time. We don't have time.
Do you plan on doing any? Do you think you're gonna be doing collabs in the future? Like,
yeah, it's funny how you say that. Like, I got a collab coming soon with Eddie P with the Danger shit. Yeah, we try and make, it's a jack. I'm not gonna really get too much into it, but we try and make a real, feel me, some
first piece coming soon.
Yeah, first piece coming real soon,
and it'll be a little collab. Yep. So a little bit of an extra drop. So y'all got a bunch of little hints today. Make sure y'all tune into the episode.
Yeah, that's all I'm giving out.
Yeah,
all right, for it. Yeah. My boy Stefan, I want to thank you for coming out today.
Appreciate y'all, bro.
I want to thank you for giving us your time. We don't want to take up too much of it. That's why I made sure we stuck to the schedule. You feel me? I promised you we would. Would love to sit here and shoot the shit for the rest of the day and dive into all the little intricacies of everything you've been through, everything you shared with us.
He's not just any old nigga. You know you always welcome him.
Yeah,
You know
I might come back part 2 soon.
Yeah, you can always do
Let's, you know what I mean? Make sure.
Nah, really though.
I was about to say.
Make sure we get, you know, we're all in contact. Make sure we get the links. Anything that you want showcased in this episode, you let us know. Whenever you're ready to have that roll out, we'll make sure we're there on time.
Gotcha, bro. Really appreciate y'all for having me, bro.
Make sure that's coincide. We don't want to give out. We don't want to give out the secrets too early, so you know.
True.
Let us know.
Yeah, I was about to start.
Yeah,
I had to chill out for a second.
This is a bad man. He's dangerous. He knows what he's doing.
So you know, again, I really appreciate you coming out. We'll definitely do this again. You know, maybe we'll take the trip to the Garment District together.
Yeah,
or something like that. We can
outdoor
we'll make like an outdoor thing out of it. We'll go out. You can show us some cool things in the city. Put us on to some of the fashion hotspots or something like that. We go out, talk to some other people, make a big thing out of it. We will get other things done. I'm not closing the pod. I'm not closing the pod.
He's got some shit to do.
Because I have stuff to do as well. But he asked us not to do 2 hours. We're already pushing that. So
no, we're not.
I knew this shit was just gonna, fly by.
That's what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Everybody, we got a schedule.
But you're right, and I do think other people in the crib definitely got something to do.
So let's wrap it up.
I heard to do it too.
You know what I mean? I want to thank y'all for tuning in once again. You know, another episode of the Quis and Reese Show. Appreciate our esteemed guest for coming out today, sharing his time with us, his ideas and his values. You know, letting us into his world a little bit more than just like the lens of Instagram and some high fashion acolyte. You know, tune in. We appreciate you guys, and we'll be back for another episode real soon.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all. Peace out.